Hi, it's Patricia Beretta from Chi Intelligence, and this is a recording class for your convenience to be used at any time. A typical class that I would teach on a Monday evening at 5:15. So we will start with just getting our body going. Simply shifting the weight from side to side without twisting the knees. So trying to avoid twisting the knees, very easy. And letting the hands fall and do a gentle percussion on the lower belly and the glutes. Then we're going to go up to the level of the ribs. Just getting our energy moving, our blood moving, relaxing, the shoulders are loose. And at the level of the pecs and the glutes, you can be gentle, you can be a little bit more firm, whatever feels good. What's good feels good. What is good feels good. What feels good is good. I just made it up. And then at the level of the traps with the thumb and the tailbone at the back. And it's just about loosening those tight muscles in whatever way makes you feel better and relaxed. And then we go back to the pecs. So the gentle percussion is beneficial to the organs that's under the hand. Here, the lungs will stimulate the lungs. At the level of the lower ribs, we have the kidneys and the adrenal gland on each side, the liver on the right, the spleen, and a bit of the pancreas on the left. So we do stimulate the internal organs, not only relax the shoulders, the body, but also have a gentle effect on the internal organs. And back to the lower belly. And we let the swing stop easily. Then we're going to shake the arms from side to side. Imagine your hands are wet and you're trying to dry them out. Very loose, not trying to control, not tight like this, but just making it easy. And we stop the swing. And one foot forward, and the swings go forward, backward, with both arms alternating, swinging. And we can turn the sternum to one side and to the other side, turning the waist, loosening the low back in a gentle way. And then we stop the swing. When we're like this with the hips have to be forward because it's harder to turn the whole body, we can get the waist turn separated from the hips movement. And that's what we're trying to do here, on top of loosening the shoulders. So we have the other foot forward. And then we turn the sternum from side to side, keeping the knees pointing forwards, the hips pointing forward, letting a little bit of rotation happening at the level of the waist. And we let go and stop the movement. Then we're going to do the joint loosening sequence. So joint loosening, we're going to start with the ankles, the top of the foot, the tip of the foot, the big toe on the floor, and we circle the ankle, making it easy, as comfortable as you can, and then other way around, turning the ankle the other way around. Other side, I have a bit of a restricted range of motion here from a sprain that I recently had. So I'm slowly doing rehab. It's 95% back, other way around. 95, 97%, but a bit of restriction of the range of motion. Then we're gonna, with the other leg, we're gonna point the toes, lift the toes up, point the toes. If you find that balance is a bit tricky, grab a chair, hold yourself on the chair. By all means, stay safe, stay safe. Pull, point, pull, point. Other side, same thing. Pull, point, pull, point, pull, point, pull, point, pull, and point. Now we're going to do inversion with the ankle. So inversion will be if you're bent like this at your ankle, The bottom of the foot looks inside. Eversion would be the bottom of the foot looks outside. So it's not turning it this way, it's really flipping it this way. There's little range of motion, not as much as what I show you with my hand. So we get same thing. Hold yourself on the chair if balance is an issue. The bottom of the foot looks inside. The bottom of the foot looks outside. So it's not like a knee movement. It's really from the ankle. Inside, outside. Inversion, eversion. Inversion, eversion. Inversion, eversion. At the side, so it's the same idea. Inversion. So it should go this way, but mine is stiff. Eversion, inversion, eversion, inversion, eversion. So the bottom of the foot looks out. Note my pinky toe. I have this thing I can't control. My pinky toe goes, tuk, opens out, inside, outside, inside, outside. So don't get your pinky toe like this. It's not the idea. Then we get both feet together and we circle the knees. Very nice, loose. So make sure the feet are not apart, that they touch. Otherwise, it's a bit more of a risk of twisting the knees. Other way around. So we're doing the joints loosening sequence from bottom up. Then we're going to do a bit of hula hoop, turning the hips, the pelvis in a horizontal circle. That loosens the waist, the low back, the hips. Other way around. We like to keep our waist loose in Tai Chi. And one more, because in Tai Chi, if someone pushes you, if you turn your waist, just turning the waist, you don't turn the knees and the body. If you just turn the waist, you will deflect the person's pressure. Someone is pushing forward towards me, I deflect their force and they fall to the side. So we like the waist turn independent of the pelvic movements. Now we're going to do a bit of balance and leg strengthening exercise. So standing on one leg, making a circle with the other leg, with the bottom of the foot staying flat, kind of following the floor, but being half a centimeter from the floor. Some Tai Chi practitioner will do 100 or more of those circles to strengthen their legs. Other way around, as kind of a warm-up practice. We'll just do a few, but note how this is great for your balance. And one more. Other side, stabilize yourself on that supporting leg and turning, circling the foot outwards. One more, other way around, circling inward. So we're loosening the hip, we're working on our balance, and one more. The ankle also gets a little bit because it has to adjust to be flat. If I don't adjust my ankle, my toes are gonna point up. And after that, we're gonna do some knee hip rotation. So I bring my knee up and circle it. And that's a kind of a typical hip loosening exercise. It also strengthens your glutes muscles. Other way around. Same thing, hold yourself on a chair, on a wall, make sure that you're safe and balanced. Other side, circling the hip. And other way around. As far as I'm concerned, I hear some kind of clicks and clunks in my hips, and that's okay. As long as we keep them mobile, we're working on mobility of the joints, not so much range of motion, but that it moves softly. We don't need to do extra performance, but we want to stay mobile throughout our life. Then we're going to move the whole torso forward and make a circle within your zone of comfort. Anything that hurts, do less, do it more gently, be kind with yourself. If it still hurts when you try to minimize the movement, then stop that movement. Other way around. body circle. And it's a bit more of a low back loosener, bit of very gentle stretching of the back muscles, and one more. Perfect. After that, we're going to do the shoulders, circling the shoulders like a train, a locomotive, backwards, and then changing direction. Very loose, very easy. And one more. Then the elbows. So the elbows are a great joint of the body. It is a hinge joint in a way, so it should only allow for a two-dimensional movement, but there's a trick that the body has, and I'm going to tell you in a second. And the trick, it's a hinge joint, so it should only be able to do this. But because we have two bones here, radius ulna, or radius ulna, I apologize, the bones are going to turn about one another when I do this. So it adds a degree of freedom of the elbow joint, which instead of just being able to do this, is then able to combine this together with this and make it possible to do things like this, which is very convenient in Tai Chi, because one way to deflect an opponent's force is to turn the whole waist, but you can also do things just by this, and we call this the flat plane, because my point of contact with my opponent here looks like it's moving in a flat plane. It is kind of a circle, but as it's a big circle, the point looks like it's only moving like a straight line. It is an actual circle, but we call it the flat plane. So a zone where you can have a deflection force. If someone pushes this way, I can combine my waist and a bit of my elbow, and the person who's pushing go boom. So that was elbows. Then we're going to do some wrist loosening, circling the wrist, and other way around. Okay. When I grew up as kids, when you want to say that someone is crazy, you say crazy. I think it's the same. And so every time I do this, I think about as kids what we were doing. Then we're going to do a little bit of moving the hands together up and down, making sure that the bottom doesn't detach, so the bottom stays attached. At the level of the shin, detach the fingers only, so making sure the palms don't detach, the palms don't do this, the palms stay together, and open just the fingers, so bending back at the knuckles. Open, close, open, close, open, close. We'll go to the level of your sternum. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. Go to the lowest level you can without the hands going apart. My range of motion is going to be very small. Open, close, open, close, open, close, open, close. The reason is I'm quite stretched here. I'm reaching my limit. And so it's difficult to pull the fingers back. Some of you will open quite a bit, and some of you will barely open. As far as I'm concerned, it's very limited there. Perfect. Thumbs down. Crossing the wrists, thumbs down. Make sure there isn't one thumb up. Both thumbs down, palms away from you. Clasp the hand. Up, down, up, down, up, down. Now we've been crossing this way. We're going to cross the other way. Same thing. Thumbs down, palms away from you. You should see the back of both hands. Clasp, up, down, up, down, up, down. Great. We're loosening the wrist here. Now we're going to loosen the fingers. We're going to form leopard paws where the tip of the fingers touch the base of the fingers on both sides. This is still straight, so I'm not like this yet. I'm straight here, but I've bent my fingertips, my fingers as much as possible. Then I bend at the knuckle, straighten the fingertips, oppose the thumbs like you're making a mouth. Fingertips to the bottom of the palm and roll, slide the fingers up all the way to open them. Leopard paws, bend at the knuckle, Straight fingers, oppose the thumbs, fingertips down, slide the fingers. You can see that I forgot to grow up. And slide the fingers up. Perfect. Let's shake the hands and the neck. Ear to shoulder, other side. Ear to shoulder, other side. Ear to shoulder, other side. One more ear to shoulder, and we let the head relax. We just spend a little bit of time there, letting the muscles relax, and gently moving the head forward, backward, very gently, and feel the different parts of the side of the muscle that get a stretch. Stop the movement of the head, come back. Other side, let the head hang to the side, lean forward. People who are fully flexible there, I'm going to lift my shoulder to show you, but get the head far enough that the head touches the shoulder with the shoulder down. I see kids doing that at Kung Fu, at the Kung Fu class that I take, but I can't do that. And gently moving the head within your zone of comfort. Stop the movement and come back. Perfect. Turning the head, looking behind, side to side, without moving the body or the shoulders. Just getting the head to turn side to side, neck rotations. Last one. Perfect. Chin to shoulder and half circle, very loose from one side to the other. And again, from one side to the other and back. One more on each side. Super nice. Perfect. So that was the joint loosening sequence where we go from the bottom up and we get all our joints nicely, easy, loosened up. So to keep them mobile and silky and easy to move, easy to use, functional. Now we're going to do Dr. Yang, Jwing, Ming, Tai-Chi, QiGong. You may be wondering why I have this here. Because if you know what this is, then like me, you're from another generation. I had a 3 years boy here the other day and he had no clue what this was about. And instead of pressing on the numbers, he was pressing everywhere because I showed him that you can press to die and, you know, the receiver like this. Nobody knows anymore what this is except us, right? Because we have used these phones before. I like these old objects that I thought were modern at some point. But anyways, so Dr. Yang Jiangming Tai-Chi QiGong. Easy movements, a long name from Dr. Yang Jwing, an engineer. He was an electrical engineer in Taiwan. He fell ill. I'm not sure what the illness was. So he digged into ancient Chinese medicine knowledge and exercise, that's, you know, traditional exercise. So Qigong, exercises for health, to mobilize and develop your Qi, and got better, and then got deep into Tai Chi, into Kung Fu, immigrated to the USA and opened a school and wrote dozens and dozens of books and made all kinds of DVDs and videos and has a school on the East Coast, other way around, open and clearing, washing your front, the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. Clearing, washing the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. And with the same arm movement, clearing, washing your back, back of the head, back of the neck, upper back, mid back, low back, glutes and down. And again, clearing, washing, back of the head, back of the neck, upper back, mid back, low back, glutes and down. Clearing, washing, purifying the sides, right and left temple, right and left neck, right and left chest, belly, hips, legs, and down. And again, clearing, cleansing the sides. Any impurities, tension, let them flow from the side of the head, neck, torso, hips, legs, and down. First movement, sinking the chi, hands up very easily. Make a nice ball, balle au centre, ball in the center. Bring the ball in, Let it flow down and root yourself, sink with it, sinking the chi. Hands up, bas au centre, into the chest, sinking, like you're getting deeper on the ground. Your feet are almost sinking into the ground, like your feet are on the sand of the beach, and go make a print. 2 more times. And again. Pushing mountains to east and west. Hands up like sap up a tree trunk. Pushing out to the right, to the left. Bas au centre. Into the chest and roll it down. Sap from earth moves up the tree trunk, the roots and the tree trunk, into the center, into your center. Pushing out to the side branches and the side leaves. Connecting with the environment, making a nice ball of good qualities from earth, the sap, and the environment into yourself, your heart. Recycle what you don't need. Up, out to the side, bas au centre, in front of you, into the chest, and down. 2 more times. And again. Pushing mountain to the front, hands up like sap up a tree trunk, pushing forward, bas au centre, into the chest and down. Sap goes up the roots, the tree trunk, pushing the sap to the front branches, making a nice bowl that you mix with qualities from the environment into yourself to benefit yourself. Recycle what you don't need. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in through the mouth, through the nose, sorry, breathe out through the mouth. Breathing in nose, breathe out mouth, breathe in nose, breathe out mouth. 1 more time. Big bear swims in the water, hands up like sap up a tree trunk, palms up, all the way up, out you swim. Sap up the roots, the tree trunk, into your center, your heart, up to the highest branches, connecting with the universe, with heaven, and back to earth. Breathing in, breathing out, breathing in nose, breathing out mouth. 2 more times. And again. The most challenging move in terms of coordination and sequencing, parting mountains to east and west. Shift your weight onto your right, open your left foot a little bit. As you shift your weight to your left hand brushes the knee, goes around the knee, ends up behind you almost, to your side. Right hand goes up. Turn both palms, left thumb up, right thumb down. Paint a rainbow, bring the toes back and recenter. Weight on your left hand from the cup, open right. As you shift the weight to the right hand goes around the knee, brushing the knee, left hand goes up like you're offering something beautiful to a big person. Turn both palms forward, paint a rainbow, bring the toes back and recenter. Weight on your right hand from the cup, open left brush knee, right hand up. Turn both palms, paint a rainbow, bring the toes back, recenter. Weight on your left hand from the cup, open right brush knee, right hand down, left hand up. Turn both palms, paint a rainbow, bring the toes back and recenter. Again, 1 time on each side. Weight on your right hand from the cup, open left brush knee as you shift the weight to the left, and right hand up. Turn both palms, paint a rainbow, bring the toes back and recenter. Weight on your left hand from the cup, open right brush knee as you shift the weight to the right, left hand up. Turn both palms, paint a rainbow, bring the toes back and recenter. Eagle seizes its prey like a big bird, opens its wings, closes the wings. And again, open the wings, close the wings. Collecting qualities from earth, bringing them into your lower dantian in the lower basin, below the belly button, the center of gravity. Like we have a big ball in the basin, and the center of that ball is considered an important energy center where the essential vital qualities we receive at conception from our parents is stored. So the essential qualities are called essence or Jing, the Chinese word Jing. So we're cultivating those qualities. Lion rolls the ball, one hand at a time, graciously moving the hand around, collecting qualities from earth and filling the lower dantian with those substantial qualities. So the essence from conception that we get from our parents is considered the most, it's a pure, like an elixir, like when you distill water, like the distilled water in batteries, the old batteries from the cars in the day when you had water. So that same type of quality that's essential to make the battery work, the car work. It's pure, purified water, and that's what we get at conception from our parents. So it's the most substantial part of our energy system in Chinese medicine. Crossing the forearms, wide crane opens its wings. One hand pushes up, the other down, but in a loose way. Cross, up and down. Cross, up and down. Cross, up and down. As we reach higher elevation, heaven, we stay grounded on earth. Humans connected to both heaven and earth, responsible to keep that connection going for things to be harmonious. One more on each side. Crossing the forearms, gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven. Let this good energy flow and benefit the face, the throat, the chest, the belly, down the legs, down the feet. Gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven. Let this good energy flow and benefit the back of the head, back of the neck, upper back, mid back, low back, glutes, down the legs and back, down. Gather energy from earth, mix it with energy from heaven. From the top of your head, let this good energy come inside, benefiting your brain, through the neck, thyroid gland, lungs and heart in the chest, through the diaphragm, liver, spleen, pancreas, digestive, reproductive, elimination organs, down the legs, down the feet, down the center of earth. Human beings in harmony with nature, balance between heaven and earth, physical, right fist, and non-physical, left hand covering the right fist, physical and non-physical part of our nature, making one. And salute. Very nice.